Welcome back, guys, to the second episode in charge of Hamburg. And it's been an interesting start so far. We've sold quite a lot of players. We've signed a lot of young, promising players. I would say that a lot of them are quite realistic signings. There's a bit of debate over maybe Klotzek up front. But yeah, we did spend a lot of money to make him our star sign, and we gave him the number 10 as well, obviously. Up next, we've got Darmstadt, and we're going to be playing at home for this one. Lineup-wise, they're playing, it looks like a pretty standard 4-4-2 with two holding defensive midfielders. We've got the new boy Saranic in there in the number 10, and it's going to be our first game actually getting to play with him. So looking forward to that. And we've got the new boy Stoiker on the bench as well. Loads of pace and not much else because he needs developing, but that's why we signed him for pace. So that as the game becomes stretched and we're looking to maybe counter, particularly if we're winning, we can take off one of the two big boys up front, throw him on, and just play those through balls to him. Hopefully he can get a goal on the counter. And this overlap again from Leibold, it's been on so often so far. Oh, near post flicked header. And I don't know whether there was a save in there. That's the yellow card from Klotzek for the slide tackle earlier on. Trying to win the ball back. It was a bit of a reckless one. And Brosy's doing well to cover there. And we're going to play this over to Leibold. Oh, and it's a nice run through from Saranic. Oh, and it's nice. A lovely finish. Finessed it into the top right. And that's his first goal for the club. The youngster's been brought in for peanuts. He's got big potential. We needed somebody who was a dedicated attacking midfielder. Nice vision from DK there. And it's a lovely finish. Back across goal. With his left foot as well. Keeper just couldn't react quick enough to stop it. And we're 1-0 up against Darmstadt. And DK's making a bit of a run. He's not the fastest, but he is powerful. Oh, it's lovely. Oh! And it was the little slotted ball through. Really good run from Enzo. And it was a good save from the keeper. Oh, dived in. Oh, it's a decent shot. Leibold just keeps finding those little pockets of space out there on the wing. Just couldn't get the pass to him that time. Oh, Akmahodzic has lost it. Oh, it's a good ball in. It's hit the bar at close range. And we've been let off the hook there big time. Can we punish them? There's a run. DK's through. He's going to bring it down. Oh, it's a good save. And Klotzek somehow has managed to get hold of that, but it was blocked on the way through on the pass there. Out to Leibold, hopefully. Leibold's going to whip this in. Back post. Oh, it was a good save. Well covered by the keeper. VANDERVOORT's going to keep this simple. And that's half-time, 1-0 up. Relatively in control, although Darmstadt have had chances. There was one that went straight over the bar down the middle, and then one tap in from close range, somehow with the crossbar, and we've got away with that a little bit. So, even though we've been the more threatening, this could easily have been 1-1. Leibold doing what he does. He's just going to whip this in. It's a great ball. Oh! DK was there. Klotzek on the spin. Oh, good save from Schuhen. Controlled it as it sort of let it roll past his body. It went through the defender's legs. Great near post save from the keeper. Oh, it was Nearly there to DK. Bulak's got it. Plays it back. It's blocked. I was struggling to get a clear chance here. Lots of bodies in the way. Oh, Vandervoort did well there to get out for that. Sweeper keeper. Now, a bit of space out here for Leibold, who's absolutely knackered. Plays it back into Saranic. That's a terrible foul. And that's another yellow card. Oh, it's a second yellow. Selic, who was the guy who was yellow carded earlier on in the game. I didn't realise it was him. So, we've got a real chance now to just make sure we get the second goal, or at the very least, just be smart, hold on. Substitutions are going through. We've got a bit more pace up front now. And let's see if we can just secure the victory now. And we're going to look to whip this in. I'm actually going to try it just ahead of number 5 here. Flick it on. Oh, it wasn't a bad idea. It just didn't quite reach anybody. And Skark has got through. Oh my God, that was a relief. That could have been really, really messy. No way is that a penalty. He's given a penalty. I don't believe it. Vukcevic just standing his ground. It feels a bit harsh, this. Oh, Vandervoort with his second penalty save. We've had 2 penalties so far. And he saved both of them. Make sure we get this clearance. Oh, it's poor. I'll tell you what, guys, that was touch and go, that game. I would have to say that we probably deserved the victory. But Darmstadt made it very difficult. They hit the woodwork in the first half. And we've had Vandervoort save another penalty, who's so far been our best signing, I'd say. In terms of the influence he's had, it's been massive. So we've got away with a cheeky little 1-0 there. Up next, we're away against Heidenheim. I'm going to simulate this one. Not that interesting a fixture, really, is it? I've rotated a little bit, as you can see. Stoiker's getting his full debut up front. And we've thrown in Rice in centre mid. And yeah, let's just quick sim it and see how it goes. So it's a 2-0 win. Leibold with both goals, actually. One in the first half. And one in the second half. So yeah, good win, that away from home. Okay, so we've made another couple of sales. Glatzel, the backup striker's gone out. We've loaned a couple of players out, so we've now got a little bit of money to spend. And I've got some players that I've asked to be scouted. So we're going to have a little look at those. Some of them are going to be way outside of our price range. Some of them, we might have to play a bit of a guessing game. It is deadline day at the minute. I can't see us being able to afford Thiago Almada, but I sent the scout out to have a look. He'd be a hell of a signing, but I don't think we'd have enough money. Duomo, I think he'd probably be achievable, given that he's only got a 2.75 release clause. And Zacharian, I guess is the way to pronounce that. He'd be a really good signing. Somebody we probably play in centre mid or cam. And we've got the option to play him as a winger on either wing, should we set up a formation with that. I'd love to get him in. He's actually only got 10 months left on his contract, it said. But I'm going to just move things forward a little bit and see if we can get a scout report in before the end of the deadline day. So we managed to get 2 players in before the end of the window. And one of them, it was a little bit in the dark because the scout report wasn't fully complete. So we had to kind of guess. So basically what we've done, we've got Zacharian from Ajax. We got him in for 2.75. And then we also signed one of the centre-backs we were looking at since the beginning, Bella Kotjap from Bochum. Just felt like with us playing 3 at the back, it'd be good to have another, high potential, good quality centre-back, somebody with a little bit of Bundesliga experience as well. We've also, and this is a bit risky, but we've sent out the other way, Kinsombi, who was one of our centre mids. Now, I suppose one way to look at that is Zachariah can play centre mid, so he's the replacement. And it's great to get another good, young, quality centre-back in. So we managed to do a little bit of business in the end. We've loaned out some players. Glatzel we sold. I'm just going to go through what we've done here, basically, and you can see exactly what we've done. A lot of wheeling and dealing. After we got those first few signings in, obviously DK was one of the big signings. We spent big money on that 50 million influx of money we had at the beginning. A couple of big players that we sent out as well. Jatta is arguably one of Hamburg's better players at the moment. Not that they've got many good ones. Because he was only really a winger, and we're not going to be using wingers at least for this first season, we thought we'd just cash in on him. Celtic paying us 3.25. Sonny Kittle's another one. He's one of the creative sparks in the team. We sold him for 3.1 to Hoffenheim. VANDERVOORT was a steal. He's already proved to be a bargain. Bulat, we spent small money on him. He's going to grow. He's already the captain. Bright future for him. Fernandez was a solid signing for 8 million. Got a lot of potential. Hlotzek was the star signing. We gave him the number 10. And he's coming in. Probably going to stay as a striker, but we may end up moving him to cam. Should we look to get a striker in, maybe at the start of the next season. Hopefully once we're in the Bundesliga. It'd be nice to get maybe somebody who's already in the Bundesliga that's an experienced striker, and we could maybe move either DK or Hlotzek to the cam position. They can both play that, no problem. Akmahodzic was a relatively cheap signing, massive potential. A lot of you boys who are watching this who played Football Manager will know how good he can become. Guillermo, we sold him. He was a good right-back option as backup to Wagnerman, but we needed the money in the end. Wintzheimer, again, experienced centre-forward, but wasn't that highly rated. We sold him to Karagumruk. I don't know if that's how you say that. But that's the transfer business anyway. I'm quite happy with it. We've got a decent squad now. Lots of options and lots of positions. And the next game is Sandhausen. I'm going to sim it. Again, one of those games that it's not really that exciting to watch, I guess. And we're trying to just get through this first season as quick as we can. Get to the big time, back to the Bundesliga, where every game's going to be a challenge. Some of them are going to be rock hard. So yeah, let's get underway with the simulation on this one. So I've updated the lineup just ever so slightly. We've got Bella Kotchap playing as the right centre-back instead of Ambrosius. He's slightly faster. He's got a slightly higher potential, so we're going to be playing him. We've thrown Zachariah in the cam position. Just somebody who's a little bit more ready to go. And he's actually going to be taking all the set pieces as well, because he's pretty much the highest rated that we've got. So let's quick sim this. 2-0 win, nice and solid. Zachariah getting a goal in the 82nd minute on his debut. You love to see it. And Hlotzek doing the job, scoring in the 9th minute. 2-0 at home against Sandhausen. Onwards we go. The next game, it's one of the big ones we've been looking forward to. It's another tough one. It's away against Vader Bremen. Someone who was in the top flight for so long. And it's just all unravelled in slow motion for them. Very similar to Hamburg, how it happened with them getting relegated. And very similar to Schalke as well. A club that really you wouldn't expect to be getting relegated. But as the years have gone on, it's looked closer and closer and more inevitable. And in the end, it happened, unfortunately. But I think this is going to be a real clash of the Titans for the second Bundesliga anyway. So going in this match, a lot of players there that I don't recognise for Bremen, but there are a few that stand out. Bittencourt, obviously a bit of a Bundesliga stalwart. Pavlenka's a great goalkeeper. He's been there for a little while now. Weisse, I recognise his name. But I've got to be honest with you, everybody else, Young maybe, at left centre-back, but everyone else, I don't really know them. But then again, they're going to be looking at my team and saying, well, there's a lot of players they don't know in there as well. A lot of young, high-potential players. But let's get in there and see how we get on against Werder Bremen. That's a good win back. Back to the keeper. Akmahodzic is looking to play this down the line. Leibold might get this. Oh, it's a naughty challenge. And that's a yellow card. for Velkovic. Naughty challenge that. So we're going to keep this on Leibold to whip this in. And we're just going to aim for... We're going to go for a back post. Deep back post. Hopefully people can run in. The keeper's got it. Poor free kick. Belakotchap with the commanding header there. And we're going to go for this. Fernandez with the near post shot. And it got a touch from the keeper. Akmahodzic wins the header. Headed it back in. Good defending from Bremen. Leibold. Just making sure he doesn't lose it. Zacharian. Oh, it's a lovely pass. Oh, and it's a goal. Lovely play. And I think that's Enzo Fernandez who scored. Number 20, yeah, that's Enzo Fernandez, one of the new signings. And it was Zacharian with the lovely play. Saw the little bit of space ahead of Fernandez there on the edge of the box. Fernandez doing really well to quickly control it and then have the shot. And I think he basically, because it went through the legs of the defender, the keeper just couldn't react quick enough. And we're 1-0 up away against Vader Bremen. That's a sloppy pass from Akmahodzic. Oh, and this is going to be a clear shot. And it's an equaliser. Saleh with the equaliser for Bremen. Poor defending. Just couldn't react quick enough. And it's almost an immediate response from Bremen. Oh, and they're just absolutely toying with me at the minute, Bremen. And they're in front. I just couldn't get close enough to them. Every time I get close, they'd stop and turn back. And my defender, I just couldn't stop them in time. And in the end, it was acres of space for the finish. So, after a brilliant start, going 1-0 up, we're now chasing the game 2-1 down. And I just couldn't get close to them. Couldn't get close to them. Oh, it's a lovely flick on header from Plotzek. He might have a bit of space to run into here using his power. Plotzek, oh, and it's an equaliser. And it was basically what we've seen already so far this season. The two big boys up top, dominating in the air, linking up well. And Plotzek's just got a little tiny bit of pace for such a big player. I think he's about 6'2". And he just used that strength to hold off the Bremen defender. Finishes it back across goal. Pavlenka can't get there. Close to it, but not close enough. 2-2. And he's run all the way through here. I just don't quite know what's happened there. He just kept running and kept running and kept running. I was trying to use the centre mid. I even put a challenge in and it didn't even touch him, and then he just burst the pace through the middle of the defence there. I mean, it's poor defending, but that was insane. I just couldn't get close to him to stop him. Zacharian's going to have a go. Oh, good save from Pavlenka. Half time anyway. We're losing 3-2. All to do in the second half. Saleh for them has been an absolute menace. We're going to have to see if we can get an early equaliser and then see if we can somehow go on and win the game. Oh no. He's got to be offside. No, he's not. Asali's got a hat-trick. I can't believe how lucky that was. I don't know whether it bounces off me or one of those, but it was the perfect through ball. And he scored a hat-trick. He's been an absolute menace, this player. Unbelievable. It looked like he was about to fall over Asali before that, and then he manages to just turn the defender. And we're 4-2 down. We've got everything to do now. That's a good header. But we've lost the ball again. Like, once again, I just can't react quick enough. They are pressing me so hard. Every single 50-50. And they're through again. And it's 5-2. This has been a disaster, this match. All the sort of good feeling and momentum and lovely play and keeping it tight and clinical and precise, it's all gone. It's all gone in this match. I don't know why all of those defenders swarmed around one player there. I've got no idea why. But yeah, this game's done. And it's, yeah, not good enough. I was looking for that quick 1-2. Nah, we've run out of time. Tackled again. Oh, look at this. I just can't get the ball away now. Absolutely thumped. The fact that we were 1-0 up at the beginning of this game, and there was that feeling of we're going to end up, you know, getting a nice little away victory here against a really tough opponent. This Asale got his hat-trick. He was an absolute nightmare to play against. I don't know anything about him. He seemed like really athletic and zippy and fast. Could not deal with him. The defender was poor. We kept losing the ball in the final third before we could even get the chance to have a shot. Really disappointing. Hell of a match, though. Hope it entertained you guys. And that's the first defeat of the season. There was always going to be one. So as we end the episode, unfortunately, on a defeat, we have a look at the table. Regensburg are top. Paderborn are second, and we're up there in third. But we've got a game in hand on those guys and the guys around us, actually. So if we get the win and we get a better goal difference, we could be top of the table. But at least with the win, we'll go second. So that's not too bad. As I said, we've only had the one defeat so far and one draw. Every other game we played's been a win. In terms of the top scorers, that man who's caused us so many troubles in that game, who got his hat-trick, Asale, is top of the table with 8 goals in 7 matches. Hell of a return. And the leading goal scorer for us is Slotzek on 4 in 7, which isn't too bad a return. Assist-wise, top of the table, it's Dux and Kaufmann from Bremen and Karlsruhe. And we've got DKs up there on 3. And clean sheet-wise, it's a 3-horse race at the moment between Kolk, Mathenia, who used to play for Hamburg, and VANDERVOORT, all on 3 clean sheets. So the next match will be kicking off in the next episode. We're at home against Nuremberg. We're going to be playing that because that's quite a tricky game. Nuremberg are a decent-sized club. They have aspirations to get back up there into the first Bundesliga as well. So yeah, join me for that. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a comment if there's anything you want to let me know. Anything you're not happy about. Any of the signings you thought were unrealistic or that you thought were really good. Any signings you want me to look at in the January window. That's if we end up with any money. And yeah, let me know. Even the formation we're playing. It's a bit different for me. I've never really played it before in a career mode. So I'm quite enjoying, you know, getting a feel for that. But yeah, thanks very much for tuning in, guys. I appreciate all the support you've shown me so far. Can't wait for the next episode to play Nuremberg, and I'll see you then.